What's up YouTube, jDantastic here, and today I'm going to be talking about something very, very exciting. For me, at least. Of course, you all already know that Xenoverse 2 was officially announced today. The trailer is out. If you, for some reason, haven't seen it yet, which would be crazy because everyone and their mother is talking about it, everyone and their mother has uploaded it to their channels. But if for some reason you haven't, the link is in the description below if you want to check that out. Now, if you follow me on Twitter, which if you aren't, you should, twitter.com/jDantastic. I've been tweeting about it all day, and I said that I won't be doing any Xenoverse 2 news, things like that. I have reasons behind that. So originally I wasn't going to put out a video today about Xenoverse 2, but a lot of people were tweeting at me, a lot of people are talking about it, a lot of people are asking me questions about my opinion, things like that. And so I decided to go ahead and put out just a short, quick and dirty video about why I am excited for the game. So moving forward, again, I'm still not really going to cover any news on the game, announcements, anything like that. I'm going to be doing fun videos like this where I talk about why I'm excited, what I expect to see, what I hope to see, when we start to get mechanics and things like that. I can talk about my opinion on those. But as far as like news and announcements, you might as well just go to Rhymestyle's channel because he's going to be covering it the best, just like he did when the first Xenoverse came out. He knows people at Bondi, so you know all of his information is going to be correct. It's going to be quick. It's going to be concise. So he is the best outlet for that, obviously. So I don't need, you don't need 700 people doing the same exact videos. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about my opinion. The reason, another reason why I'm doing this video is because while I was tweeting about it, tweeting my excitement, people were tweeting at me kind of reasons why they weren't excited, and it kind of, I don't want to say rubbed me the wrong way, but it was kind of annoying, sort of, because I'm excited. Like, I understand that people aren't going to be excited. They're not going to love everything about the trailer, and that is absolutely 100% fine. I don't care if you don't like the trailer. I'm not going to come at you and tell you why you should like the trailer because I like the trailer. So I would just ask you to be respectful in that you wouldn't come at me and tell me why I shouldn't like the trailer or all of the things that Bondi or Dimps has done wrong because it's released too soon or yada yada yada, because I'm excited, and that's the bottom line. So you're probably not going to change my mind. Now, if you want to express your opinion in a thoughtful, polite way, something that you are questioning or something that you might not be so excited about because you're excited about other things, that's completely fine. But if I tweet out, something, hey, I'm super excited for this thing, and you tweet, why would you be excited for that? This is a huge mistake. That's crazy. That's terrible. I don't know. I'm probably just going to ignore you, to be honest. But if you want to have like a two-way conversation about things, that is completely cool. Enough of that. Let's get into why I am actually excited for Xenoverse 2. So, most of you obviously know that I loved the first Xenoverse. I'm still playing it to this day. Content-wise, I've been playing the game since a little before it came out even, and I'm still playing it, and I still plan on playing the game until Xenoverse 2 comes out. So you know that I loved the first Xenoverse, so I guess that makes me a little bit biased. But the reasons that I am so excited is that this game is going to build upon that. I mean, we already have Xenoverse that did so well. We know that people like Xenoverse. There was a lot of hate around it. There was a lot of aspects of the game that people didn't really enjoy, that they didn't like. And a lot of people did abandon the game kind of early, which is kind of sad because, in my opinion, once people got used to it, once things settled down and the dirt kind of settled, it's a really great game. And so Xenoverse 2 is going to be that great game plus more stuff. So I don't really know why there's any reason to not be excited yet, especially since the only thing that we've seen is a 1-minute reveal trailer. And there's a ton of stuff in that trailer that makes me think there's going to be just really, really awesome stuff. We saw allusions to other characters that are going to be in the game that were missing from the first series. The running around aspect in the hub, I guess you could call it. You can like fly around now, and it looks like it's a lot more open world. That looks really awesome. It looks like there's going to be different parts of the storyline, different transformations, there's just going to be more stuff on top of the game that we already love. And that's just really, really cool to me. There's some stuff that I'm not really worried about that people were, drawing attention to, like graphics and things like that, which I thought the graphics looked great in the trailer. It's not like Xenoverse graphics were bad, so I don't know what people were expecting. You can only make cel-shaded graphics look so good. That's the thing. This isn't meant to be a realistic looking game. It's a game based on an anime based on a manga, so it's not. I don't know. I don't really know what people are expecting graphic wise. Obviously we want like 60 frames per second and all that kind of stuff, yada yada yada. But I thought Xenoverse looked just fine, and so if they improve that even just a little bit, that's good enough for me. Another reason that I'm really, really excited is because we get to build upon this kind of timeline-shattering story arc that we got to see in Xenoverse. And I think there were kind of mixed feelings about this, about the villains and that kind of stuff, but I actually really, really, really liked the story aspect of Xenoverse. And the reason is because there have been plenty of Dragon Ball Z games. There have been some really, really, really amazing Dragon Ball Z games. There have been some pretty bad Dragon Ball Z games. But for the most part, the storyline was the same. I mean, which is great. We all love the story. Obviously, we love the story of Dragon Ball. We love the story of Dragon Ball Z. We now love the story of Dragon Ball Super. GT has its own storyline, which is great in its own right. But we've played through that, and we've played through that, and we've played through that, and that's great. That's fine. And I would play another Dragon Ball Z game to just play through the storyline again. But what I like about the Xenoverse timeline thing is that you play through the same story that we all know and love. It has all of the same elements, all of the same characters, but now we get to start to see it from a different viewpoint, and we're actually affecting the outcome. Like, in general, the outcome is the same, at least in Xenoverse, because you were affecting the timeline so that things would go back to the way that they were, but we're still affecting the timeline. Like, you as the player are making something happen. You are not just playing as Goku, continuing the storyline that you already know. You are interacting with the storyline, and I think that's really, really cool, and I'm excited to see how they're going to do it in this next game, because everything is purely speculation right now. We don't have any details whatsoever, but it's going to be really cool if we can go back in time and make decisions, and based on our decisions, changes how the game plays out. I mean, just think about the magnitude that can have. I know that's asking a lot development-wise, and like having different arcs and different storylines and different. I mean, obviously the decisions would have to be somewhat limited, but just imagine going back in time and instead of Gohan defeating Cell, it's actually Goku. Goku actually defeats Cell, and then from there, that changes everything. Or if we go all the way back to Namek, instead of Goku coming out and stomping out Frieza, it's actually Vegeta, and that changes everything, because that kind of takes away Vegeta's turning point. And I feel like if Vegeta was the one to defeat Frieza, then Vegeta would go on to take the place and try to rule the galaxy and be this crazy powerful maniac. But that would be based on your decision. So that is why I really like the storyline aspect of Xenoverse. I like that you travel through time and you interact with the same story that we know and love, but we're interacting with it in a way that makes it different. It makes it different enough so that it's fresh and new and it's exciting, and that is really, really cool. I'm obviously excited to play with new characters. I'm excited. I really hope that they have some Dragon Ball Super stuff in there, Dragon Ball Super characters, Dragon Ball Super missions, and parallel quests, if that's what they're gonna go, if that's the route they're gonna go. There's so much stuff to be excited about from this first announcement. I mean, let's be honest. We all knew that it was coming. I mean, there were people out there that was like, I knew it. I called Xenoverse 2. But we kind of knew. Everyone kind of knew that Xenoverse 2 was coming with the random updates to the current Xenoverse, with how well the game sold. They paid really close attention to how people were accepting Xenoverse and how they felt about it. And I forgot to make that point. That's another point. Xenoverse 2 is even more exciting because now that they have put out the base, they put out Xenoverse, which was pretty successful. It's really, and not only pretty successful, it's one of the best-selling Dragon Ball Z games of all time, and it's only been out for like a year or whatever, however long it's been out, I don't even remember. But like that. Now they have that base, and I feel like Bandai did a really good job of paying attention to the community, using the tools, using the people that they had available to help rally the community around, vote on stuff, raise your opinion about stuff, talk about stuff that you liked, stuff that you didn't like, and all of that stuff hopefully went into the feedback levels. They got to the right person, they got to the right developer, designer, story writer, whatever, and it's just going to make the game that much better because it is a sequel, so it's going to be better than the first one. Obviously, there have been times in the past when a sequel or a remake or a reboot or whatever is not as good as it was the first go around, but I don't think that that's going to happen. I have complete faith in Bandai. I have complete faith in I have complete faith in Dimps, and I honestly, truly believe that it's going to be a really great game. It's going to be... I mean, at the very worst, it's going to be the same as Xenoverse, and I'm still playing Xenoverse, so even if it is just the same as Xenoverse, I'm going to play Xenoverse too. Like, that's just it. So even if it's a little bit better on a bunch of different stuff, then it's going to be a great game. It's going to be a ton of fun. You know, I hope everyone gives it a chance. Don't just shut it out on the first trailer. I mean, I know a lot of people aren't. They're going to complain about it, but they're still going to buy the game anyway because it's Dragon Ball Z and we all love it. So just face facts. You're probably going to buy the game. I'm going to buy it at least twice. I'm going to buy it on the PS4. I'm going to buy it on the PC. I can't wait for the mods to start rolling in for Xenoverse 2. I mean, there's just so much stuff to be excited about. And so I guess I'm just kind of asking you to at least try to see the positives in this. I know that it was a fast dev cycle. But there's reasons for that. There's reasons that they can pump out a second game faster than they could the first game because the base is already there, and now they just have to build on that base. They just have to make updates to the stuff that they already have and make it, you know, better than it was before. So I know there's some stuff that, you know, like the reused scene that was in the game. That same reused scene that was in the trailer has been in like every single Dragon Ball Z game since the dawn of time. So you can't use that as a bullet point for like the game is gonna suck because they use the same father-son Kamehameha. It's a great scene. Why would it not be in there? Like, why would they not use that scene? I don't know. I'm excited. Let's be excited together. If you're not excited, that is completely fine, and you are allowed to tell me that you're not excited. I'm just asking you not to try to ruin my excitement. Don't pull my excitement down because you're not excited. I am more than happy to discuss with you on any of these points that I brought up here. If you disagree with me, or if you disagree with you know, things I said about Xenoverse that made Xenoverse great, that's fine. Let's talk about it. Let's just talk about it in a nice, friendly, fun discussion way, and not like a you're wrong, you're stupid, the game sucks, I don't care what your point is. I just won't pay any attention to those people. But if you really do want to have a discussion, I'm looking forward to it. Are you guys excited? If you're so excited, just go crazy on not only my channel's like button, but go to Bondi's channel, hit that like button, go to Romstyle's channel and watch the trailer again and hit that like button. I mean, show them that we're excited, show them that we're pumped, give them support, because the more support that they have, the more resources that they have to continue making great things that we really want to see as a community of Dragon Ball Z enthusiasts and gamers that, you know, can revolve around this one common thing that we all enjoy. So I hope you guys are excited as I am. Again, if for whatever reason you haven't seen the trailer, watch it. What are you doing with your life? And yeah, just be really excited for things to come. I'm obviously going to be covering the game of Xenoverse 2. I know I said I won't do like new stuff, but I'll be doing fun stuff like this, discussion stuff. When the game comes out, I'm going to be playing it non-stop. When Xenoverse came out, it was the only thing on my channel for like a month straight or something like that. I don't know, it was crazy. But yeah, just super pumped. That's all I have for you guys. I'm just kind of rambling on here. If you're excited, make sure you hit the like button. If it's your first time stopping by my channel and you're excited, if you're hyped up for Xenoverse 2 and you want to get awesome Xenoverse 2 content, then make sure you're subscribed to the channel, because we're going to be getting it going here like crazy. As always, ladies and gentlemen, I will talk to you in the next video. Later.